I saw a lot of wonderful things. I saw a lot of sad things. I saw a lot of good things and bad things within me. Things that I've got to look at. Certain defects of characters I've got to work at. But it was quite a humbling experience and an honor to be on this game.
Die laaste 25 jaar het ek net besef hoe min mense het drome en het 'n visie vir hulle lewe. They don't have a vision, they don't have a dream, they don't have a destination. Want meeste mense weet nie wat hulle uit die lewe uit wil hê nie. Most people don't know what it is that they want out of life. Hulle is nie crystal clear daaroor nie. And if you don't know what you want, I promise you're going to get it. Every single time.
It's not what happens that determines the major part of your future. It's what happens to us all. The key is what you do about it. If you will start that process of change, do something different the next 90 days than you did the last 90 days, like picking up the books to read. Do something different like the new health disciplines, relationship with your family, whatever it is, doesn't matter how small it is. If you'll start doing different things with the same circumstances, since we cannot change the circumstances, but we can change ourselves. We can change what we do. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's gonna be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Look at the last 5.
You're not going to wake up one day and suddenly have... You have to go sit down and figure out, why do you do what you do? What is your purpose? What is your personal motivational factor? Do you just wake up every morning, come to work so that you can pay the bills? Is that it? Is that why you come to work? Do you wake up in the mornings? That's your personal motivational factor. Come to work just so that you can get a salary and pay the bills. If that's the only thing that you're doing there, is a massive problem, because you were born for so much more than this. Now, you don't have to be excited about where you are at the moment, but you have to be passionate about where you're going. You have to spend at least 2 hours every single day after work on your dream, on what it is that you want. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people.
If I get better, the world will get better. If I grow, everything else will grow around me. Dit begin by my. Dit begin nie by die wêreld nie, dit begin nie by 'n beter ekonomie nie, dit begin nie by meer geleenthede nie, dit begin nie by load shedding wat moet ophou of die die regering wat moet verander nie en wag dat alles rondom my perfek is en die situasies moet perfek wees en alles moet perfek wees, dan gaan my lewe eers perfek wees nie. Dis nie hoe dit werk nie. It starts with me. I need to change, because it's not about what happens to us in life that matters, because what happens to us happens to everybody.
We felt like grasshoppers in their sight, and they thought so as well. And then the Creator said to them, you believe you're grasshoppers? Okay. Now you're going to go into the desert, and you're going to die like a grasshopper. And so what's the principle there? The principle is that if you believe limiting beliefs, if you believe you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you're not significant, that's exactly the life that you're going to have. It's not God's fault. It's not the people's fault. That's your fault. Because here's the thing. We have all been designed to win, but we've been programmed to lose. And so how do you change the programming? Because your life is a result of the story you keep telling yourself. Now, if you change the story, if you change the narrative, you change your life. Right? So you've got to change your thinking. One of the best books you have to go and read is called Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. It's the third most read book in the world. The Bible's still the most read book. Then there's something else, and then Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. It's not Pray and Grow Rich. It's not Work Hard and Grow Rich. It's Think and Grow Rich. One of my favorite books says, as a man thinketh, so he is. Because the way you think determines how you feel, determines your actions, determines the results, and there goes your life, your habits. So this needs to change. The perspective needs to change. En so, kan ek afsluit hier so? Hoeveel tyd het ons nog? Kan ek maar nog bietjie praat? 5 minute. Okay, wag. Kan ek net gou 'n slukkie vat? Do you know that South Africa is the third most negative country in the world? It's first Brazil, then Venezuela, right? They say we struggle from the donut problem. We look at the donut and all we talk about is the hole. We don't talk about the donut. Now think about when you go out with your friends. What do they talk about? The things that you listen to, the things that you read. Is it just Netflix and listen to the radio and whatever and stuff? Because whatever you're putting in there programs you. So there's a reason why the big book says, guard your heart and guard your mind above everything. Guard your heart, guard your mind. What leadership books are you listening? What personal development books are you reading? What books are you reading that fills you? What people are you hanging around with? Are you hanging around with people that believe in you and wat wil jy moet vlieg en blaas lewe in jou drome and like really, because it's the people closest to us that usually don't believe in what we do. We say, we're going to do this. They go, you know, the people closest to us. So who are you hanging around with? We should get good at setting boundaries, because some people are there just for a season. Some people are there for a season, and you've got to decide, you know, do you want to end up like the 5 people you spend the most time with? Because that's how it works. That's what happens. You're going to end up like the 5 people you spend the most time with, because you share a certain mindset. So never before in the history of the world has there been more opportunities out there to make an impact, make a difference, create a legacy, have influence, get to a place of financial freedom where you don't have to sell your time for money. There are so many opportunities out there. Why don't we do what we're supposed to do? Well, because of fear. And so it's a big thing, you know, and it's important that we look at that stuff, that we look at the roots, look at why do we do what we do and why don't we do what we do. You were called for a mission, you were called for a purpose. There's a unique plan with your life. I believe that we were all born to live a life of extreme abundance, and you were not born to play small. That's not who you are. The Creator thought of you for 1 billion years and He wove you together. Do you think He took 1 billion years to think about you just for you to live this little life? Oh, I'm too good. You know, we should step into our calling, step into our greatness, and start believing the truth of who we are and who we were born to be. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we have one more book to give away. And I just want to say, you know, I was so